In this video, I'll discuss about circulatory patterns and electrocardiogram. So let's start circulatory patterns. The circulatory patterns are of two types: open circulatory system and closed circulatory system. In open circulatory system, blood pumped by the heart passes through large vessels into open spaces or body cavities. This open spaces and body cavities is called sinuses. This type of system is present in arthropods and mollusks. In closed circulatory system, the blood pumped by the heart is always circulated through a closed network of blood vessels. This system or pattern is considered to be more advantageous because in closed circulatory system, flow of fluid can be more precisely regulated. The closed circulatory system is present in annelids and chordates. In all vertebrates, the heart consists of one or two arteria and one or two ventricles. The heart of lower vertebrates has additional chambers, namely sinus venosus and conus arteriosus. Conus arteriosus, also called truncus arteriosus. Clear? Now, all vertebrates have a muscular heart. Fishes have a two-chambered heart with an atrium and a ventricle. Okay, while lungfish have three-chambered heart. In fishes, the heart pumps out deoxygenated blood which undergoes oxygenation in the gills. The oxygenated blood is then supplied to the body parts from where deoxygenated blood is returned to the heart, and this is known as single circulation. Amphibians and reptiles possesses a three-chambered heart with two arteria and a single ventricle. Crocodile is a reptile, but it does not possess a three-chambered heart. It possesses four-chambered heart. In amphibians and reptiles, the left atrium gets oxygenated blood from the gills, lungs or skin, and the right atrium receives the deoxygenated blood from other body parts. However, both oxygenated and deoxygenated blood get mixed up in the single ventricle. The heart thus pumps out mixed blood. This is known as incomplete double circulation. Okay. Now, birds and mammals possesses four-chambered heart with two arteria and two ventricles. In birds and mammals, the left and the right arteria receives oxygenated and deoxygenated blood respectively, which is passed onto the ventricles of the same size. Here there is no mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. Thus the ventricles pump it out without any mixing. That is, two separate circulatory pathways are present in these organisms, and hence these animals have a double circulation. Clear? Now, next, electrocardiogram, in short form ECG. The pacemaker region of the heart exhibits a spontaneous depolarization. Depolarization means what? Electrical excitation. Clear? Electrical excitation is called depolarization, and that causes action potentials resulting in the automatic beating of the heart. Okay. Pacemaker region of the heart is what? SA node. SA node is the pacemaker region of the heart. SA node is also called the natural pacemaker of the heart. When it does not work properly, an artificial pacemaker is implanted so that the normal heartbeat can be restored and maintained. The artificial pacemaker was introduced by Chadwick in 1960. Okay. Now, the impulses which travel through cardiac muscles during the cardiac cycle produce electrical currents. Cardiac cycle means what? Cardiac cycle means repeating pattern of contraction and relaxation of the heart. Okay. So the electrical currents are conducted through the body fluids of the body surface, where the amplified currents can be detected by placing electrodes on the skin and recorded as an electrocardiogram. It was discovered by Enthoven. Electrocardiogram is a graphical representation of the electrical activity of the heart during a cardiac cycle. The machine used to obtain an electrocardiogram is known as electrocardiograph, and this technique is called electrocardiography. To obtain a standard electrocardiogram, a patient is connected to the machine with 3 electrical leads, and these 3 electrical leads are 1 to each wrist and 1 to the left ankle. In the diagram, the P wave is a small upward wave that represents electrical excitation. Electrical excitation means what? Depolarization. So don't get confused with the word depolarization. Depolarization means electrical excitation of the arteria, which leads to contraction of both the arteria. Clear? So this diagram is the presentation of a standard ECG. In the diagram, the QRS wave complex represents the depolarization of the ventricles, which initiates the ventricular contraction. Ventricular contraction, or we can say ventricular systole. The contraction of the ventricles starts shortly after Q and marks the beginning of the systole. In the diagram, the T wave represents the return of the ventricles from excited to normal state. So excited to normal state means what? Depolarized to the repolarized. Clear? Or we can see it from depolarization to the repolarization. Depolarization means excitement is there, and when it becomes normal, it is called as repolarization. The end of the T wave marks the end of the systole. In the diagram, thus, by counting the number of QRS complexes that occur in a given time period, the heartbeat rate of an individual can be determined. ECGs obtained from different individuals have roughly the same shape for a given lead configuration. ECG is of great clinical significance, as any deviation from this shape indicates a possible abnormality or a disease. Enlargement of P wave indicates enlargement of the arteria. The enlarged Q and R waves indicate myocardial infarction. Means what? Heart attack. This infarction is what? Yes, this infarction means obstruction of the blood supply to an organ or any region of a tissue. This is called infarction. Clear? The ST segment is elevated in myocardial infarction and depressed when the heart muscles receive insufficient oxygen. T wave is flat when the heart muscles receive insufficient oxygen, as in atherosclerotic heart disease. Atherosclerotic means what? It is a condition in which fats, cholesterol, etc. build up on the artery walls. Okay. Now, next topic I'll discuss is now question time. Question number 1. Who got the Nobel Prize for the discovery of ECG? And the options are: number 1, Enthoven; number 2, Carl Landsteiner; number 3, William Harvey; number 4, Friedrich Sanger. And the answer is option 1, Enthoven. Question number 2. If the T wave of an ECG is flat, it indicates: option number 1, heart muscles are receiving insufficient oxygen; 2, enlargement of arteria; 3, myocardial infarction; and 4, all of these. And the correct answer is option 1, heart muscles are receiving insufficient oxygen. Question number 3. In humans, the cardiac output is about: option 1, 6040 ml. 2. 5040 ml. Third, 2080 ml. And fourth, 3080 ml. And the correct option is number 2, 5040 ml. Now, next question. The wall present between the right atrium and right ventricle is known as first, tricuspid valve, second, bicuspid valve, third, mitral valve, and fourth, semilunar valve. And the correct answer is number 1, tricuspid valve. Next, oxygenated blood is carried by number 1, pulmonary vein, number 2, pulmonary artery, number 3, vena cava, and number 4, option 1 and option 3. Now, next question. All the 4 chambers of heart are in a relaxed state during option number 1, arterial systole, option number 2, ventricular systole, option number 3, ventricular diastole, and option number 4, joint diastole. And the correct answer is option 4, joint diastole. Next, semilunar valves close when number 1, ventricular pressure rises, number 2, arterial pressure rises, number 3, ventricular pressure falls, number 4, arterial pressure falls. And the correct option is number 3, ventricular pressure falls. Okay, so all the best for your preparation. Have a nice day. Please subscribe it, like it, and share.